Hello, everyone, and welcome to part two. I love that you joined us. There's work to be done for some of us, and whether you have unfinished business, mother work, or not, let's move into part two, the work with Regina. Look how she responds to that.
And she would say that I harmed her life. Actually, I was the one because I appeared and took her life away, her freedom, everything.
So there's a kind of interesting kind of switch. It's like you're the mother, she's the child. And there's nowhere she can go with that. In her confused world, I want her to understand she harmed me. How do you react? Look at your life when you're believing the thought. You want her to understand she harmed you.
Then I feel like I'm the victim and there is no way out. There is nothing that I can change because now it happened.
So,
So
so,
then,
so entertain this. At some point, she brings you a cup of tea, or she brings you maybe some clothing that she has for you. How do you react when you think the thought, I want her to understand she harmed me? And she brings you, for example, that cup of tea or whatever it is after the situation in the hall.
and I feel guilty that I had this thought. And yeah, then I have this conflict going on.
I want me to understand I harmed her. Did she ever bring you a gift and you just, maybe you really liked it, but you didn't show it because you wanted her to understand she harmed you in the past? It could be you were so traumatized you didn't dare.
No, actually, I cannot really appreciate her gifts because it's always like she wants just to be something special with her gifts, and it's not about me when she's giving me something.
Yeah. So how does that show up? You want her to understand that she harmed you, that she's not going to get away with this gift giving stuff, this mothering stuff, when you're believing the thought, I want her to understand she harmed me. When I used to hit points like this, what I'm experiencing when I was doing the work originally, it was, I would actually vomit and have to keep like a bowl or a wastebasket I would use to vomit in. I used to refer to it as vomiting myself up. After all, she is I'm the victim here. And oh, honey, sitting in this is all of you. When you're doing the work, it doesn't mean you're wrong. We're looking at our state of mind, the cause of our suffering. I want her to understand she's a bad mother and to understand she harmed me. Turn around. I want me to understand that I am a good daughter and to understand that I harmed her.
The first part I can say yes to, but the second, it's like, I know how she experienced it, like that my appearance, just that I was born, harmed her. But
That's her part.
Yeah.
She didn't ask to be born. But living with her 12 years in the hall, I want me to understand I harmed her.
I know that she's suffering now because I don't have any contact with her. So I harmed her ego quite strong by this.
And all of you, it doesn't mean you have to contact your mother. It's, I want me to understand that I harm her, to get in touch with it, to get in touch with yourself, what you wanted her to get in touch with all your life. And it doesn't mean you have to contact her. I just want me to understand I harmed her. That's one. You don't communicate with her. And look back at your life. I want me to understand I'm 12 years old in the hall that I harmed her.
I think I reflected to her that this feeling of guilt.
But that's still not on you.
Yeah.
It's like, what did you say or do that would cause her to feel guilty? In the ego play, intentional, not innocent.
Can't find anything.
Okay, so that's homework.
Mm-hmm.
It's homework. And it could be, it just didn't happen. This work, it, mm, okay, you can work this worksheet following our time together because your mind is more open than when you wrote it. Let's look at 3. In that situation, what advice would you offer her? Get what you want. And number 1, you want her to say that she's wrong, that you're bad. I mean, that you're good. She should.
She should stop distorting reality and blaming me for being the bad one.
Okay, be in the hallway. Look at her. You want her to stop distorting reality and stop blaming you for being bad. Is it true? Those of you new to the work, where this, it's been true all your lives, let's say. So now we're questioning it to see, hmm, that woman in the hall with you should stop distorting reality and stop blaming you for being bad. Look at her. Is it even possible?
No.
No, maybe someone else's mother, but look at her in that situation. Now notice how you react when you think the thought, she should stop distorting reality and she should stop blaming me for being bad.
Mission impossible.
Now look at her. Drop that. Another, just who would you be in that situation? Just look at her. You're safe to look at her. Then now, look at her without the thought. She should stop distorting reality. Stop blaming you for being bad.
Like I'm asking myself, what are you doing? What is this woman doing? It's like an object of observation.
And notice how out of control. Notice you're in the face of suffering, not this suffering human being. She is in the past and future. And that past, for anyone that would treat a beautiful daughter that way, it's got to be in a trance, an egoic trance. She should stop distorting reality, stop blaming me for being bad. Okay, let's just move it over to you. In that situation, I should. To be happy, I should.
I should stop blaming her for being bad.
Okay, so live that turnaround now. Little 12-year-old in the hall, look at her, don't change her. Just drop the idea of I should start, just live this turnaround. I should stop blaming her for being bad. Just let her say what she says. Don't even try. I should stop blaming her for being bad. Drop your story and see from here now what you couldn't see then.
I see that she's very sad and unhappy.
She's got more on her hands than she can handle.
Mm.
And even if she didn't, that, her mind, anyone that would harm a human being is, we're looking at her. She should stop distorting reality. Now live this turnaround, be there now in the hall, look at her. I should stop distorting reality. So get out of the past and future. Open your mind and just listen. Witness that human being. This is why people say, be present. This is being present. Even now is the story of a past. This is being present. I should stop distorting reality onto her, putting the past onto her.
Yeah.
Now listen to her words. What do you hear? She's saying things like, there's something wrong with you, you're bad.
Yeah.
And without your story on her, there's something right with you. You're good. Hey, sweetie, let's turn it around, put it all on you in that situation. I should stop distorting reality and stop blaming me for being good. Where do you go with that? That's interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you see there?
Yes. When I believe this, then I kind of separate myself from her idea of me, that I'm the bad one. And I stop distorting reality in the way she did.
There's big medicine here for all of us. Number 3, I should stop distorting reality. Look at things in the present. without the ego, past, futuring you. And don't try to stop it. Just thank it for sharing it. Just, I should stop distorting reality. Get sane. And Regina, you're showing us the power of presence. And, people don't tell us why to get present. There's sanity there. Or maybe they do. I don't know, but there's sanity there. Just knowing the difference between being imaged, imagination, ego run, and being present to be with the human race. And that's what this work gives us. And it ceases to be work, becomes just a life of enlightenment. Knowing the difference between reality and the fantasy of past future the ego offers up in our head. Not trying to kill that past future, but to understand that is the not now. Another turnaround in that situation, my mother should distort reality and blame me for being bad. There's the daughter of her imagination, and then there's you. And we don't even know that she sees you that way. That's what she's saying. But what are you believing?
Yeah, there are two different realities, her and mine. But how can I say that she shall go on with this?
Because she does. You can't stop her.
Mm-hmm.
Look how hard you tried in the hallway. You've tried silence. You've tried being small. You've tried coming out. You've tried.
And this is her choice. This is her path. So she shall go on doing this. But yeah, continuing blaming me.
Well, how can she stop? You can't.
Yeah.
We're expecting people to do what we're not doing. The question is how, and for me, self-inquiry. That's how. Self-inquiry. Not for the rest of the world. It's for you. I can say it's definitely for me. It takes a lot of courage to sit in what you're sitting in. Let's look at for. In that situation, what do you need to be happy?
I need my mother to finally acknowledge and honor that I'm an independent, separate person. This is my goal where I want to come to finally.
But look at her. You need her in that state of mind. Look at her in the hallway. Look at her. You want her to finally acknowledge and honor that you're an independent and separate person? Is it true? Looking back, being present in that situation? That 12-year-old? Is it true, little 12-year-old?
I mean, I wouldn't refuse if she did. It would be nice, but actually, I don't need it.
And also, she's in a trance, just like you were. Notice how you react when you think the thought. To be happy in that situation, I need her to finally acknowledge and honor that I'm an independent and separate person. Notice, do you take on what persona does the ego offer up when you're believing that thought?
Well, I'm in her world. I tried. It's a fighting mode. yeah, fighting. And without any result. It's not possible to win.
Now you're beginning to understand your mother's position and what she's dealing with, and it has nothing to do with you.
Mm.
It has to do with what she's thinking and believing about you. You're just like her. You're just like the rest of us. No two people have the same world. No two people live in the same world. We're trying to, we don't change our own world. We want other people's world to change. In other words, what they're thinking and believing. We want their world to change. So I'm just so grateful you survived all those years with her, sweetie. And I love that you have this, you sit in yourself so well that you can take care of all that unfinished business and have an amazing life full of love for her and it does, or understanding of her. And to understand ourselves is to understand another human being. To understand myself is to understand what I'm thinking and believing about people. And then there's something I can do about it. And you're showing us how. So read it. To be happy, I don't need her to.
I don't need.
In the hallway, stay in the hallway.
Mhm.
To be happy and read it out loud and be there now.
I don't need her to finally acknowledge and honor that I'm an independent, separate person.
So now be there now. Look at her anger. To be happy, I don't need her to acknowledge and honor that I'm an independent and separate person. I need me to finally acknowledge and honor that I'm an independent and separate person from this violent human being, his mother. So live that turnaround, get still, be there now, look at her. To be happy, I need me to finally acknowledge and honor that I'm an independent and separate person from the one she believes me to be.
I feel a little guilty that I leave her in this.
She has her world, you have yours. Some of us get back in touch with our mothers. For example, if we have unfinished business, they sure give it to us. They'll give us our next worksheet and our next worksheet. And you don't have to get in touch with her. She lives in you and she's giving you your next worksheet and your next worksheet until it's done. Let's look at number 5.
My mother is false, vain, arrogant, stingy, mean, and toxic.
Okay. So in that situation, I am false. So where are you false?
Because I'm not in my reality, I'm in her. Somehow.
What? So in that situation, my mother is vain. Example?
How she behaves towards me.
So she's vain. Is it true?
From her point of view, no. Actually, no. For her, this is reality.
Yeah,
But here again,
there's you, and then there's the daughter she imagines you to be.
mhm,
And she is the mother you imagine her to be. And you're both right in your own way, but there's some stuff in there that my mother is arrogant, turned around. What is the opposite of arrogant? In reality, her own, not yours. The reality of the daughter playing in her head and her past and future. Okay, all of you. Okay. So, do you all see my hand? Okay, you saw my hand waving. Is it true?
yes,
Okay. Where's your proof? The image of the past in your head. So, where's your proof? You don't have any. Who am I in your world? The woman who waves at you. So, who am I in your world? I'm dreamed.
mm,
So, I live in you. And if you don't, I'll use the word love. If you don't love me, that's with just a wave, it's not a very good example, but like, who am I in your world? The woman that waves. And I can never be more or less if that's all you know of me. But that's not me. That is the me as you believe me to be in your head. My mother is vain, turned around in that situation. I'm vain. My mother is arrogant, turned around. What's an opposite? Grounded in what she believes. And it's just like me waving my hand. She's being imaged. She's in the past, in other words, imagined. And her past really sounds like hell. Your father's in it. Raising you alone is in it, and it's all his fault, and that's in it, and it's being beaten and having to survive, and all of that running through her head. And it could be she just doesn't want that for you, and she thinks this is the only way. My mother is arrogant. I mean, who knows? My mother's arrogant. Where were you arrogant? Your mother is stingy. In that situation, I am.
yeah, I am with my love for her, for sure.
You know, the ego has just offered up all of this, like hand waving, but it's not a hand waving in your egoic world in that situation. It is pain. My mother is stingy. Turned around, my mother is generous. In that situation, where is she generous? Knowing her.
There are a lot of things, like she gave me a home, which I can clean, and it was just a small fight, and it was not like she locked me in a cave somewhere for months or something. It was for her state of mind not that bad behavior, actually. Probably even generous to stay that calm. Could be worse.
My mother is mean. Your mother was mean. Turned around, my mother in that situation was kind, knowing her.
Kind. Cannot say this.
Ah. Yeah, this, I don't call it the work for nothing. Oh my God, these are the points where I used to just throw up. Just, just throwing myself up. My mother was kind in that situation, knowing her. Hear her words, look at her body language, be there now in that situation, knowing her, she was kind.
Yeah. She could have beaten me more. She could have really going off on me and attacking me like very strongly, but she did not. She was more distant and in her way, not in peace, but considering this, yeah, she was kind, yeah. Kind, yeah. Okay, it's a new definition for kind, but it can fit, yeah. In her world, it was kind, probably. But again, when I work like this, then I ask myself, am I going crazy when I always try to see things from her perspective?
What's true is true. That's not her perspective you're looking at now, it is your own. And if you're making nice with it and inventing something, that's not this work. But that's not what I experience from you.
No.
What's true is true, and it doesn't take away everything else. No one would harm a human being if they were not insane, but it doesn't take away from people can be really violent. It's a state of mind they have no control over. It's just pure ego, and they can justify it. It doesn't mean, I mean, this is your truth you're sitting in. And it doesn't mean that she's, we're watching you, we see you. It's like she's done so much worse. And in that situation, knowing her, she was kind compared to where you feared she would go, which leaves your ego, like thinking of jumping out the window to get away from it.
Yeah, true.
You can love someone with all your heart. Doesn't mean you have to call them or see them, talk to them, or bring them into your life. But it doesn't mean we have to hate and fear and resent. We can be free of it. And you're a teacher today, and you're just putting your toes in the water here. You've got some stuff running, and you are an incredibly open-minded human being, and that's a gift. It takes a very open mind to sit in what you're sitting in. And those of us that have lived in nightmares and are so terrified of going into them, we remember you. And if you can do it, we can do it. My mother was mean, turned around. Oh, my mother was stingy, turned around. I was stingy in that situation in the hall. Where were you stingy? And in the interest of time, I'll go to the next one. Where were you mean? And it doesn't mean you were. This is self-inquiry. Where was I mean in that situation?
I mean, stingy, I can find something. Stingy with understanding, but mean. I mean, I think I didn't say anything.
I have, I have one. Would you like to hear it?
Okay.
You were believing that you were bad.
Mhm.
And there was one more that you weren't, that something was wrong with you. We said, your mother said there's something wrong with you. You're bad. And so she was mean, turned around. I was mean.
I was mean, that I was thinking about her, that she's a bad mother. In my mind,
Yeah.
I was mean.
And that turns out to be really true when we look at there's another way. But like the rest of us, she was in past, in future.
Yeah, I was mean for blaming her in my mind.
Yeah, for what she didn't do. That was yes, in the world she did it. But what's going on in your mind, it's not, it's that's imagination and that's not reality. I'm going to leave you to work through this. And she was toxic, turned around in that situation. I was
Toxic, thinking of all these thoughts, mm, intoxicating my mind with this.
Yeah. Mm. You were in the past and in the future trying to escape. In the past, just terrified of what she might do next in that situation. Toxic. And she didn't do that. That's ego's play in you.
Mm.
It doesn't mean she didn't do what she did. But in that situation, we're looking at the cause of your suffering.
Yeah.
And so far, it's what you were thinking and believing about her, about you. Ego's play. Just look at 6.
I never want to be devaluated by my mother again.
I'm willing to
I'm willing to
be
devaluated by her again.
and I look forward to.
I look forward to be devaluated again.
Yeah, because it could happen again. And if it does, just know it's unfinished business, not hers, yours. And we take care of it or we continue to be angry. Let's say her anger was this much and yours was just, this much. Well, this much feels like this much. It's just unfinished business. And we move it from our head to paper and remember you and your work that you brought us today. We remember you, and hopefully we take care of it because it's unfinished business and we work it or we don't, honey.
Thank you.
Oh, and you. Let's get some feedback, sweetheart, on what people have taken away in your work today. Pam, your takeaway.
Thank you. This was so good to listen to. My takeaway was when you were doing the turnarounds of those different words that you were saying to yourself about what your mother was, and Katie, when you were saying in this situation I am, and then you would say, so where are you? It was, I didn't realize before to just bring it down to that one anchored situation. That really helps.
I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, this works when we anchor, but when we go vast, the ego loves it. It can have some control, but we're filling in these worksheets in the situation anchored. And that's how I opened today. The cause of my suffering is what I'm thinking and believing in any given moment. So that thing he said, I'm a terrible human being, and how dare he? And I give him the look, and I say, I start defending and everything. So now I'm the cause of my suffering. He's not. Yeah, really good, honey. Thank you, Pam. Mike. Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Your takeaway today. Good mother work, huh?
Yeah, it was beautiful. The quote that popped in my head was this quote by I heard Rupert Spira say before was we have a choice on who and what we like, and we don't have a choice on who and what we love. And that was really just really powerful when we consider that.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Mike. Oh, Yulia.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Yulia.
Yeah, so well, first of all, I want to thank Regina for such wonderful, wonderful work.
Oh, courage, huh? Oh my gosh. Oh, just
Yeah, it really struck deep for me because it felt almost like I was there. I was in my hallway. Yeah, and I could just see, like, for me, like how much actually, like even in adulthood, how much then I kind of, almost taken revenge on my mom when you were saying about the gifts. And I'm like, my mom loves that type of stuff, like presents, and I live in a different country from her, so she comes and brings presents. And before the work, I always thought, well, there was a present, and then there was a thought, oh well, you're just buying love because you feel guilty for my childhood. I know that. Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And who are you without the story? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And
and
you
then
can
without the
receive the gift,
story,
and until then, you've just thrown it away in your head.
yeah, now like when she comes, well, I'll say thank you for the gift, and then I think now my thought is, I don't know actually what she thinks, and I don't know whether she's trying to buy my love. Maybe she does, but then it's not kind of my business. My problem. I can say still thank you, and
And
yeah,
it could
that's
be,
it.
and it could be she is trying to buy you love. She feels so
Yeah,
much guilt that she's trying to make it up to you.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
and flowers work for me.
Yeah. No, she loves all, like, she'll buy perfume or she'll buy clothes still now.
Yeah.
And also what I realized is when I'm in the past, let's say there's an event, like kind of very, very similar sort of situation. And I now realize that there's what she's saying, exactly like she would also say, you pig, you like something like that. And then actually, I think in the situation, Katie, I didn't actually feel it. And I think it was afterwards, it was like, hang on. And then the egos, this is not right. And then all of the stuff was coming. Yeah, definitely. For me, it feels like it was after the event, like after these outbursts. It wasn't in the moment.
Which is what we're doing anyway. We're looking back at that.
Yeah.
What were we thinking and believing, and move it from our head to paper. So what you've just said just shows me you can fill in this worksheet, and it's just, honey. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just struck so deep. And like when Regina was talking about her mom, and I was counting all the thoughts, like, when like I was mean in that situation. I wanted also to ask Katie, is that okay to think, like, for instance, you say, think about the examples when you were mean. Is that okay to think about the examples then after that situation as well? Like, for instance, I have a situation when I'm 12.
Sure.
So, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. And I can look back into the past, see where I was mean. And
Yes.
and then you see why you were mean in your future.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I know that it just kind of carried on, forever from that event into my adulthood. And I can see how by my actions I was trying to get back at her, or about what I was saying, and still like she's still the same person. Not the same,
Yeah.
but
She brings
still,
flowers, but the ego just, don't buy those flowers. You don't. Yeah, it's a trap.
yeah. And basically when she kind of, I think she says not very nice things sometimes to me, but like, okay, she said it, and I can hear she did say it, but then after the event, I don't feel like I'm thinking about, like, I'll then go and do other things, and I don't think. But whereas before, like, I think she was like, that's what the feeling I got from Regina, that she kind of lived in me, almost 24/7. I'd be doing the dishes and thinking, and my mom was like thousands miles away from me, and she was still just driving crazy. So I'm so grateful for this work. Yeah, it just was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you, Yulia.
Thank
my
you.
goodness. Oh, dears. You are so beautiful. And Regina, thank you for being our teacher today. And I think I'm speaking for oh my God, I have no idea how many of you are set in this, but grateful. By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really matters, and thank you for that. I love that you join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time. At homewithbk.com, let's do the work.